Well, welcome back to Sports Night, ahead of which is a highly anticipated fight versus Errol Spence. I'd like to welcome the WBC Champion, Showtime Shawn Porter, and his father, Kenny Porter, the head trainer, coach, and manager of his son, Shawn Porter.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff?
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it.
You got it, man. We've been enjoying the ride, and we've been enjoying all of it as a great family, great team, and we are ready for liftoff.
All right. Well, first thing, I got to start with the champ. How excited are you for this fight? I mean, a chance to kind of unify the two titles and a chance to go against Errol Spence, a guy that a lot of people are saying he's a big boogeyman of the welterweight division.
I've never been this excited for a fight, and I'm holding on to this feeling. I feel like this is how I'm supposed to feel for this fight. I think I feel like I'm up against the world. You know, everyone's doubting me. A lot of people saying that you know, I have no chance, and you know, that's the exact place that I like to be. That's where I want to be. You know, that's where I live. You know,
Underdog.
so yeah. So I'm looking forward to the challenge, the opportunity to fight at the Staples Center. I know it's going to be a star-studded event. So just collectively, I feel like this is right on time, and it's right on time with where I want to be in life.
Okay.
Yeah.
And talking with your pop, Kenny Porter, and the fact that you've coached a lot of different fighters, but one in particular, Errol Spence. How do you think that you knowing his fighting style and working with him for so long will help you in preparation for this fight?
Well, that was 2011. We worked together in the amateur system, in the Olympic program, and in some world tournaments and also international tournaments. So Errol has evolved and he's changed a lot since then. But the things that you can't hold on to are some of the intangibles that you know about a person, some of the things that become their, you know, normal habits, and that's helpful. But you know, overall, to say that, you know, he's going to box the way that he was boxing back then, no, he's really improved since then. He's a great fighter, but I got a great fighter. And unlike, you know, not to take anything away from his coach never worked with Shawn, but I did work with Errol, and I worked with Errol for over a year.
Okay.
Yes.
What are some of the attributes that you think that Shawn has, and not giving away anything, that make him a perfect fit for a guy like Errol Spence, someone who maybe has had a really dogfight, maybe one or two of his fights possibly in his career? I
don't think there's any one thing that I can point out with Shawn, and as far as Errol is concerned, I don't think he's been in a dogfight yet.
Maybe Kell Brook. Maybe.
I don't think he was really in a dogfight in that particular fight. I was there.
Okay.
And you know, I would tell Errol to his face, don't forget, in between each round, you were looking at me over here to the side as I was giving instructions. You know, that's what kind of relationship we have. But what I saw in that particular fight, not to get away from your question, but what I saw in that particular fight is I saw a guy who was concerned about a previous injury he had. Kell Brook was worried about his eye. And when he actually took a knee, you could see him touching his face and things like that, you know. And he took a knee. He didn't get knocked out. He didn't, you know, get, you know, taken down in a way where the punch took him down. He kind of decided, he made a conscious decision, I don't want to get injured again. So I don't think he was really in a dogfight. I think he was in a tough fight, but not necessarily a dogfight. We're bringing a dogfight. Not one particular thing I can point out for Shawn, but it's got to be all things. From 1 to 1,000, A to Z, speed, quickness, agility, aggressiveness, offense, defense, counter-punching, pressure fighting, body punching. We got to do it all, and all of those things will appear throughout the fight. But the beautiful thing about him, they can appear in one round. All of those things can happen in one round, and you know, I'm very confident that he'll be able to do that.
And you going into your fight, Shawn, the fact that, one, you're a high volume puncher, that you jab a lot. You generally out-jab your opponents.
Yeah.
You bring a lot of energy and aggressiveness to your fight. You're generally going forward. There's not a lot of fights when you're going back, but you can't switch up. As we talked off camera, you counter-punching with Danny Garcia in a fight that you guys had. What do you think are some of the attributes that you possess that, you know what, I think I can take advantage of this in my fight going up against Errol?
Yes, I mean, the intelligence definitely has to be there, especially when you're going up against a southpaw that is a technical fighter and knows what he likes to do. You know, I'm going to go out there and figure out what he wants to do against me and take it away from him. I think that that's where I'm unique, and I know how to figure guys out like that and then take away what they do well, i.e. Danny Garcia, even
taking away that left hook.
Yeah, even your Dennis Ugas with his aggression and his body attack. I mean, he really wasn't able to get to my body much because we were doing the things required for him not to do that. I think again, as my dad said, I think with Errol Spence, there's a combination that comes from Shawn Porter that you just don't see too often. You don't see a combination of speed, power, aggression, even intelligence, counter punching ability, movement, all of that. You don't see it in all in one night. You know, usually you build up to one guy and then you see another guy who may have one of those attributes, things like that. There's a combination, and as my dad said, we're gonna keep throwing the whole combination at him and keeping him off of his rhythm, keeping him off balance, and not allowing him to pick up a good pace for himself. I think that's how you beat Errol Spence.
Okay. Now, this is something I wonder about. I've heard Errol Spence talk a lot about it, the fact that he didn't knock out Mikey Garcia, a guy whom he came up 2 weight divisions to fight him. He's talking about knocking out your son, a guy who has not been knocked out. I guess, what are your thoughts? What comes to mind when you hear that?
Well, you know, first of all, at this level, you know, these guys, these top level fighters, they have the ability to protect themselves. So it's very unlikely that most of these guys get to this level without knowing how to do that and are successful. And I don't think that's something that we're worried about or concerned about. But as far as Errol wanting to knock us out, that plays right into our hands. If he brings that type of aggression where he's trying to knock us out, we'll take advantage of that. And, you know, people say Mikey came up 2 weight classes. I checked Mikey's box rec. He started at like 125 pounds as a professional. You know, so that guy came up a lot of weight classes to get to this day, get to this point. And, you know, if you can't take out that guy, I highly doubt you're going to be able to take out a guy that competed on a high level in the amateurs in a higher weight class and beat a lot of bigger guys than Errol Spence.
Yeah, no, I think about that as well. Now, this is something a little bit offbeat, but I have to ask you about this. One, your son doesn't come in here like looking like a boxer. I mean, he's always fresh as death. Every time I see him, he's fresh. What do you think about Shawn and the work that he's doing on television? Because I see him, and I think he's trying to take my job, and I think he does a good work on Fox. So what do you think about him and what he does on TV?
I'm very impressed with what he does. I'm not surprised, but very impressed with it. And people, you know, see that and they think it's something that he's just started doing. He's been working at that a long time to get to that position as well. He started taking communication classes in high school, and then throughout his Olympic and amateur run, he continued to do things with the program in Colorado to always, speak in front of crowds and things like that. So when he would go to different countries, he was the only guy they would let speak because they were afraid someone would offend another country. So he's been very impressive, and I've got phone calls from the highest level over at Fox telling me that they love what they see, what they're doing, and you know they're really concerned that they only signed him for a 1-year deal.
Yeah, how much fun do you have doing that?
I mean,
because you're doing that between.
I love it. Yeah, it's tons of fun. I mean, you know what it's like, man.
I do.
Yeah, you know what it's like. It's I think especially for me, man, the crazy part is just seeing how people are reacting to my analytical approach to what I do, and I just never really envisioned it being as going as well as it's gone, like this fast, so it's cool for me to have the goal and ambition to do this one day and to have what I consider to be a head start at it.
Oh yeah.
And to see that I've been told that I'm so far along already is a testament to who God made me to be and who my dad and even myself we trained to become. So
how did that come about? Like the first time you got
Man, listen, it's amazing. So PBC is going to Fox.
Yeah.
Fox developed UFC. And Fox wanted to do exactly what they did with UFC with PBC, with boxing.
Okay.
So he said, this is what we need. We need active fighters to come on and be a part of the broadcast team. Who can we get? And my name was one of the first names tossed out there. They gave me a call and basically asked me what I thought about it. I said, let's do it. They brought me in, and the rest is history, man. I've definitely enjoyed that part of my life so far.
Okay, all right.
Little tidbit there. He didn't mention there's like
double figure or something.
No, there was like double figure guys that tried out for that position.
Quite a bit.
Oh, gosh.
Even a guy by the name of Sugar Ray Leonard.
There was quite a bit of guys.
Oh yeah, there were,
really.
Yeah,
and he's good on television as well. It has been for a long time.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm very proud of what he did and what he's doing and continues to do. And I still feel at the same time there's so much room for growth, and he's trying to learn every day.
And Sugar Ray Leonard.
And Sugar Ray's defense.
Uh-oh.
And Sugar Ray's defense. What I've been told is at this point, they have what they have, and they're just trying to figure out where they want to put other guys as PBC grows on Fox. So it's not over for Ray. It's not over for a lot of guys out there. However, I think the position that I have is pretty locked in.
Okay. Now I wonder about this as well. You're from Northeast Ohio,
yes,
right?
Sir. Yes,
sir. And huge Cleveland Browns fan, as we were talking off camera. You've been living in Las Vegas for a little while. I know. We gotta get You've been living in Vegas for a little while, though.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen. I'll be there. You know, when the Browns are playing, but it's not going to happen.
I wasn't going to even ask you about the Raiders coming here.
Okay.
No, I wasn't going to ask you about that. But I was going to
I'm wearing black. I'm wearing black. I'm wearing black.
There you go.
I have no problem with it.
There you go. All right, there we go. But the fact that you live here in Vegas, obviously you're fighting in LA. It's going to be a good fight there, but how, I don't say disappointed, or how much would you have wanted to have the fight here in Las Vegas?
I did. I tried a little bit to get the fight to come out here. They said, first they said Brooklyn. I said, all right, that's familiar territory. It's like second home. Let's do it. When I actually heard that the fight was going to be at the Staples when the fight was announced. And I was like, oh, man. Like, I got really, really excited because I know what the Staples Center is about. The Staples Center is about Magic Johnson. It's about now LeBron James. It's about the Lakers.
Kobe.
It's about Oscar De La Hoya. You know what I mean? It's about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, all the greats, Kobe Bryant. You know, and so to be in the stadium where those guys performed, understanding that I'm about to perform, it helps raise all of the levels. You know what I mean? And so I'm really excited about it.
You had something to add with that, huh?
No, I'm happy about it as well. But we did do a main event here at the MGM Grand against Broner.
Yeah.
But this fight and the magnitude of it and everything, I feel that if he's successful, which I believe he will be, we're coming back to Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah, we're coming back.
Okay, all right. And last but not least, I don't like to try to get predictions from guys. And obviously you can't be at your level without being extremely confident.
Yes, sir.
But how do you see this fight going without trying to give away your whole game plan?
Without saying, oh, I'm gonna knock him out in this round, that round, whatever.
Yeah.
Look for Showtime Shawn Porter to make Errol Spence uncomfortable.
Okay.
Look for me to make Errol Spence think and react and hesitate and step different than you've ever seen him before. Watch Showtime Shawn Porter push Errol Spence back. You don't see Errol Spence take steps back unless he wants to.
Yeah.
Saturday night next week, he's going to have to take some steps back. I'm going to push this tempo every round. I'm prepared to do this in 12 rounds or less and get the job done.
I like that. Okay. Anything you want to say to the people as far as, get the fight, pay-per-view, it's September 28th?
Yeah, man. And if you guys don't know, if you're looking for a great night of just entertainment, if you're looking for a great night of doing something different, go to your local AMC theater. This fight is in theaters. Isn't that awesome?
Wow.
Yeah, this
awesome.
fight's in theaters.
Okay.
So if you're thinking, oh, I don't want to buy the fight, go watch it on the biggest screen you can watch it on. And go enjoy some popcorn, some drinks, and take the family. It's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to it, man.
That's what I'm talking about. All right.
If you don't go to the theaters, AMC, order it on Fox Pay-Per-View, please, and check us out, man. This is going to be great.
There you go. Showtime, Shawn Porter, the WBC welterweight champion. Kenny Porter, father, coach, trainer, manager. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you for having us,
Thank you, bro.
All right.
And I love the suit, man. This is you gave Shawn, y'all right there. Y'all neck and neck today.
I do what I can. Thank you.
I was rushing.
Anyway, clean as can be. Thanks for coming in, guys. I appreciate
you got it.
Ty
No
setting
problem.
that off real nice.